All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Got another video reading. We almost done. We're at section 1, the general provisions. We on number 6 today. So we got 2 more to go after this one. And these next 2 are short. So I'm just going to do 2 today. Just because they're so short and there's not a lot of words we have to look up on this one in the dictionary. So I'm going to just do 2 of them today. And it's one video. All right, so let's get started. So, UCC 1-106, use of singular and plural colon gender. Okay, so what this is saying is, hey, when we use singular and plural, we're going to explain that first. Generally, this is like the caption of the Uniform Commercial Code statutes are included with the statute itself, right? So you got to pay attention. So use of singular and plural. So that's, you see that marcation right there? See that? That's telling you something. So you got to find out, okay, so it's separating it, that's one, and then gender. So it's going to talk about both of those things in this literature. All right, so in the Uniform Commercial Code, unless, so when you read Article 1 through 9, unless statutory context otherwise requires, right? So unless you're reading what we're writing, because remember, this is, guys, so think of it like all our electives in the the House of Representatives and the Senate, right? That's considered Congress, those two groups. Just imagine they're talking to the judge or they're talking to us when we're writing, right? So just see it from that angle, right? So they're saying, hey, unless when you're reading what we're writing, the statutory context otherwise requires, words in the singular number include the plural. So unless you read and you know for sure we mean something singular, it's singular, right? Or unless you're reading and it's ambiguous, and I'm sorry, not ambiguous, but when you're reading and it could also mean plural, then it's plural. See what I'm saying? So you got to read the context, read the whole thing to understand it. Right? Okay, so that's words in the singular number include the plural. Okay, so when they say men or women or securities or papers or anything that has an S to it, presume it's plural, right? Because it is plural in the context, but it could also mean if that one thing was by itself. Also, you see what I'm saying? So that's how they want you to interpret, like pretty much pick up the hints. Okay. All right. So, and those in the plural, what's those? Words. So words in the plural include the singular, right? And 2, words of any gender also refer to any other gender. Okay. So just summarize. If they say singular or plural, read the whole thing and determine if it's singular, could it also be plural, or could it also be singular if it's plural? Okay. And gender, if it's talking about a man, then it also could be a woman, unless there's some clear stuff that you know for sure it can't be a man included with that too. Okay. All right. So section. And so I just was pretty much talking about this. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. Because I wanted to look up this word here. Let's look up gender. Right. So this is the gender number canon. Right. So it says the doctrine that in a legal instrument, in the absence of contrary indication, the masculine includes the feminine and vice versa, and the singular includes the plural, and mostly vice versa. And it says see the Brogham's Act. So go look that up, and it should tell you more about the gender doctrine, gender number canon. All right, so that's gender right here. Now we're gonna look up statutory, right? Because I like to break it down, make it as simple as ever. Because it's always legal context of things, right? So statutory context, it means, well, statutory itself means of, relating to, or involving legislation, statutory interpretation, legislatively created. The law, so this is like an example of how you use statutory. The law of patents is purely statutory. So 3, conformable to a statute. All right, so let's go to number captions. All right, so what UCC 1-107, section captions. Okay, section captions are part of the Uniform Commercial Code. All right, so captions are part of the Uniform Commercial Code. All right, that's what that's saying. Which means this part up here. That's part of the Uniform Commercial Code. Or when you go back here. Right, so that's part of the Uniform Commercial Code. This is part of the Uniform Commercial Code. Right, so all these things are part of the Uniform Commercial Code as you go down. So even though that's the name of it, or even, I would say even this too, I'll go even farther to say this too. Right, this is part of the Uniform Commercial Code. Right, these things are. All right, so it's going to be that.